Hello and welcome. Today's video is long awaited. I've been wanting to do this video for you all for about a year. I'm going to be ranking 15 cleansers worst to best based on the criteria of dry, mature, sensitive skin. I tested each of these cleansers on sensitive skin during the time when I was using maybe a little bit too much of my tretinoin. And along the way, I'm also going to give you tips whether I think one of these cleansers would be great for normal to oily skin. So let's get started with the one that didn't work out for me. And I kind of ranked them on sting factor, which is sensitivity. So if it stung a lot, it got a 0 for sensitivity. And moisturizing factor. Did my skin feel soft and cleanly at the end, but not overstrip? So let's get started with the cleanser that gave me the highest sting factor and really stripped my skin. It's the new launch by Whitney Bose, the Bow Glow Cleanser. It's supposed to be a gentle facial cleanser. This had a 5 out of 5 sting factor for me. So it gets a 0 on comfort for sensitive skin. It did not leave my skin hydrated at all. When I finished cleansing, I felt stripped, it felt irritated. So it gets an absolute 0 for moisturization factor. Now, did it clean in a single cleanse? Yes, it did a great job. Like I stipulated, I'm not even going to rank them on the ability to cleanse because every one of these did a really nice job for a single and or a double cleanse. So this basically gets a 0 out of 10 for me. It's foaming, which is just a texture that I don't really like. And it says it's a gentle, creamy cleanser. So for me, this was foamy, it was irritating, and it also left my skin really stripped. It doesn't have any fragrance. I just wanted to mention that too. The next one I tried was by Reelica. Now this does have fragrance, and that was kind of a negative for me, but it didn't have an irritating, like long-lasting powerful fragrance. So that really wasn't an issue for me, but what was an issue is it also stung like crazy. It also is slightly foaming, which again isn't my favorite, and it definitely left my skin dry and kind of feeling stripped. This also gets a 0 out of 10 for me. I might give it a 1 for the sting factor because this was so much more stingy than this one. So I guess I'll revise it because there is a difference. This stung so badly that I had to wash it off immediately. This just stung a little bit, and especially when my skin was really sensitive. So I'm going to give this a 1. Next up is one of my favorite brands, OneSkin. This is their cleanser launch with the OS1 peptide. This gets maybe a 2 for sting factor. It really only stung my face when I was very sensitive. When I wasn't sensitive, it was fine, but it completely left my skin stripped. It gets a 0 for moisturization. I know it has its magical OS1 peptide, which I rave about. I'm going to be reviewing their hair serum. I'm going to be re-reviewing with Mary, Skin Obsessed Mary, their body serum. But for me, their cleanser, too foaming, too stripping, and not quite comfortable enough for my sensitive skin. The next two are oil cleansers. This is the one by Biossance. It does have a light scent, kind of an orange lemon peel scent. And this is the new launch by Prequel, their oil cleanse. Now, I had a huge problem with the packaging on this. Now, we haven't rated them on packaging, but I could never get this pump to work. So that was slightly irritating. But the cleanser wasn't that irritating, but it did not emulsify well. You know how when you have that emulsification factor with an oil cleanser and it just breaks up your makeup and just kind of rinses clean? I didn't feel like this really broke up the makeup all that well. So that was a little annoying along with the packaging. And as far as Biossance, this was fine. I do like the scent, but I don't like having lemon and orange oils or extracts on my face. Yes, it's a wash off, but neither of these really left my skin moisturized. I'm going to give them both a 2 out of 2. They're okay. This one is slightly on the more expensive side compared to the Prequel. So if you like this very thin type of oil cleanser, and you might need to do a double cleanse because of the lack of emulsification, then you might want to try the Prequel. It just wasn't my favorite, and it just didn't perform as well as another oil cleanser I'm going to share with you. Next up are two cleansers I was really excited to try. You guys know how much I love Remedy. This is a creamy cleanser, very slightly foaming. It didn't strip my skin or sting my skin, so I'm giving it a 3 out of 3 for a total of a score of 6. It did okay. I did need to come in with a second cleanse once or twice, but this is just your average cleanser. Nothing super special about it, especially for dry, sensitive skin. This wouldn't be the first one I reached for. I've been really interested in trying Dermalex. This is a gel cleanser, so I kind of had my doubts that it'd be great for dry, sensitive skin. Not bad, it's average. It didn't completely dehydrate my skin, so I gave it a 3 for hydration and I gave it a 3 for comfort. There wasn't a lot of sting factor when I used this. It's just one of your basic cleansers. And if you have normal to oily skin, I think you're gonna really like this. And Remedy, you guys know how much I love the Remedy brand. Again, this is a nice cleanser. I gave it a 3 for sting factor and comfort and a 3 for leaving my skin hydrated. It's a nice cleanser. I would say it would be best for normal skin. It didn't have anything positive or negative to say about my dry, sensitive skin, but it just didn't leave me as hydrated as I would like, neither of those did, as I would like for my dry skin. Clayo is a bougie cleanser. I was really excited to try this. It is a very dense, creamy cleanser. It didn't leave it stripped, it didn't leave it hydrated, so a 4 on comfort. I didn't have any sting. It is scented, so I want to mention that. The scent in this didn't bother me. When it rinsed off, I didn't really have any residual scent. It didn't make my skin itchy. It didn't make it irritated. So I'm giving this a 4 on the comfort level, and I'm also giving it only a 3 because when I washed this off, it just kind of didn't leave my skin hydrated at all. I think this again would be great for normal skin types. And I also tried Rosebrook. This is their balm cleanser. This also is okay for a balm cleanser. I actually expected it to be a lot more hydrating. It was just slightly hydrating. The comfort is definitely like a 3 or a 4. It's kind of in between. I didn't sting my skin, but the scent is really powerful. It's not a scent as in a perfume, whereas the Clayo is an actual perfuming scent. This is just the scent of the product, but it was kind of a turnoff for me. Just so for comfort level, I'm only gonna give it a 3, and then for moisturization, again, a 3. Two of my holy grail favorite cleansers are the Dermatology. This is their goat cleanser. They came out with it, I think, about a year ago. Love this for sensitive skin. When my skin is super sensitive, as in like, sometimes you can't even tolerate water on your skin, obviously, this is not tolerable. No cleanser is. But I would say on comfort level for the sting factor and the comfort, I would give it a 4 out of 5, as well as Dr. Idra's Soft Wash. Definitely a 4 out of 5. My skin is slightly hydrated. After I use each of these, the comfort level is reasonable. I would say if you're super sensitive, these might be a pass. Very sensitive, very dry, very irritated skin, probably a pass. But I do like both of these. I use them on a regular basis, and they'll definitely be staying in my rotation. I tried 2 oil cleansers, one that I've loved for ages, the Beauty of Joseon. This is their oil cleanser, and I thought this came fragrance-free, but I think I picked up the fragranced one. It's their ginseng cleanser. It's an oil cleanser. Love an oil cleanse for dry, sensitive, mature skin. This left my skin nicely hydrated, and I also tried the new release from Do Skincare. This is their ethereal oil cleanse. Love both of these. This is going to get a 4 out of 5 on cleansing because it left my skin a little bit less hydrated than the ethereal. So this gets a 4 out of 5 on the comfort and the residual moisturization that it leaves after cleansing, but a 5 out of 5 on sting factor. Beautiful, can do it as a single cleanse, a double cleanse, absolutely love this, but I wish I'd picked up the fragrance-free. That's why I haven't used that much of it. I honestly think that I just missed it when I ordered. I don't think they sent me the wrong thing. I think I just clicked the wrong box. The ethereal, on the other hand, is fragrance-free. It's a thicker oil compared to the Beauty of Joseon, which I like because it's just a little bit more comfortable on my skin. Rinses beautifully, leaves my skin beautifully hydrated. This gets a 10 out of 10 for an oil cleanser. If you love an oil cleanse, highly recommend. The last two both get a 10 out of 10. They're both new finds. I had never tried them before deciding to do this little experiment for you guys, and I love them both. This is by PSA Skin. It's their Reset Cleanser. It has acacia, manuka honey. This is a beautiful cleanser. It's a creamy cleanser. It just leaves my skin super hydrated, absolutely no irritation. If you have sensitive skin, dry skin, this is an amazing cleanser. A wonderful new find, absolutely love it. Super surprised. I didn't have any hope for it, and I didn't even think I was going to try it because it just isn't something I've heard about, and I wanted to review cleansers that you may have heard about, kind of some of the popular, more trending ones, but you know what? Every once in a while, you just have to reach for something that you know nothing about. This is a beautiful cleanser, 10 out of 10. Love it. Now, the last one I stole from my husband. It was in the shower and I was just like, okay, I've got to wash my face really quick. I got to get out of the shower and get going for the day. And I grabbed his cleanser. My husband has never had a skincare routine. I have been doing skincare and learning about skincare for about 10 years now. And I begged him to try skincare. He's like, no, thank you. Some of the devices that I try, he'll give a try too, especially some of the laser hair removal devices. He wants to get some of the hair on the back of his neck, removed. But as far as cleansers, moisturizers, vitamin C's, he won't try anything until I gave him the trifecta. Now, I know it is a bougie skincare line, and I need to disclose to you that I do have a relationship with Dr. Karam because he did my facelift. So full disclosure, the first set they gifted me. Then my husband has bought 4 sets since then. My son is using it. So this is an extremely bougie, pricey skincare set. And I wasn't going to try it. I was just going to let my husband try it, see how he did. He keeps asking me to repurchase it. So I have been, but I have been staying away from it. I didn't want to be biased to trying it, but I was in the shower and I grabbed it. I love their cleanser. It is absolutely one of my favorite cleansers I've ever used. It's like a gel balm. And all my cleansers I put on dry skin. This one I put on the shower, and then I tried it again on dry skin. I just like to put it on dry skin. A lot of these are recommended that you do apply your cleanser on dry skin. Obviously, if you're a shower cleanser, then you would be putting it on damp skin, but I've tried this on dry skin. I've tried it on damp skin. I put it away, put it back in the shower for him, and tried to forget about it, and I just keep reaching for it. So this gets a 10 out of 10. It leaves my skin really hydrated. It's a beautiful texture. It has a very, very light scent. It's not a fragrance, doesn't linger, and it is so comfortable on the skin. It just is beautiful. It's one of those cleansers you just don't want to like, but you really like. So if you want to treat yourself, highly recommend 10 out of 10, the Dr. Karam cleanser. I don't even know what it's called. It's called Rinse. What a basic name. And my husband loves it. I'm just so impressed that he's been doing a skincare routine now for 3.5 months. He's on his 4th kit and he is religious about it. And I'm going to do a before and after. If I can get him to sit down for a before and after for this video, I definitely will include it. But I kind of want to do kind of a dedicated review for him because he's actually started this routine and continued it, like I said, for 3.5 months, which is unreal. I can't get him to wear sunscreen yet. So that is my next. I hope maybe if Dr. Karam comes out with the sunscreen, he'll wear it. I don't know, but he loves it. My son is just getting on a set. He really needs to get back to his skincare routine. He was fabulous about it and it's kind of slipped. So I'm hoping the men in my life will stick with the skincare routine. It is a bougie price, and unfortunately, I love it too. So that is a wrap of all the 15 cleansers that I've tried in the last 2 months. These are my top favorite. All of them get a 10 out of 10, except Beauty of Joseon. Only my fault. I picked up the scented one, gets a 9 out of 10. But I think these are fabulous cleansers that you can give a try if you have dry, sensitive, mature skin. They have a range of prices. I'll put them down in the comments and in the description, all the links to these products. If you have tried any of these cleansers, definitely share with us your thoughts down in the comments. And like I said, these were my holy grails until I tried them on some really sensitive skin and they got bumped down just a little bit from my top 3 picks. Thanks very much for joining me today. Definitely share this video, like and comment. It helps get my videos out there. This summer has been really slow with YouTube and I'm trying to pick up the game. I'm actually thinking about hiring an editor to get more videos out to you. I have a lot of ideas and not enough time and not enough faces. So I've enlisted my family, as you can see, to help me out with my skincare trials, especially the men in my family who are super resistant. I have a device that my dad's been trying, so I'm going to be doing a review on that as well. Thanks very much for watching and wishing you all a skintastic day.